Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it guys. So we have the second part of the new economic changes today with the roadmap. So they actually did a roadmap and many things that are not considered in the first video that I already did, talking about the details of the changes, economic changes and stuff. That they are changing over here. So let's just go through them to take a look. Okay, so yeah, basically they say that it is going to be the biggest change throughout the 9 years in the economy of the game. So of course things might be wrong and they might just roll back or they might just adjust stuff. So everything that you see here is subject to change basically, right? So let's start. So changes to the Silver Lion mechanic. So we will see the changes and then the ETA on that change. So for example, the balancing of Silver Lion. So basically increasing the rewards and reducing the repair costs. And also including, basically the objective is to break even for the average player. It's going to be on an economic update on June 2023. So very, very soon, probably around next week or this week maybe. So yeah, calculations of the economy parameters. I already talked about this. I mean the new basically economy of the game. So basically now it will be calculated by the same type of vehicle and battle rating. So yeah, very, very cool. So this will be implemented this month. So this month you can wait and be happy that lower repair costs and increase it in the rewards, okay? Then for the summer updates, so around, November, maybe September, maybe November, some of these updates, probably just a later update, right? Not right now. So improvements over the premium accounts, I already talked about this. Basically, they will always, make sure that you are at least on a 0 on Silver Lion. So if you lose a lot of things, but you have a premium account and you are minus 5,000 at the end of the battle, for example, Silver Lions, due to having a premium account, you will get back to 0. So you will not get extra Silver Lions or anything like that, but at least it's a safe kind of situation that if you have a premium account, you will never go broke, basically, right? And here, unless, of course, you do a lot of team killing. So yeah, on the summer updates as well, free backups for new purchased premium vehicles, the new dynamic repair cost. They have actually simplified it very much over here. The shorter the lifetime of the vehicle, the cheaper the repair. So yeah, if you die very quickly after you respawn, the repair cost will be lowered than flying for 10 minutes, for example. Capture points, rewards, even if you fail to survive until the capture completion. Jesus. Free repairs if destroyed by an ally. Yeah, so these will all be basically added until September, October, maybe November, December, right? Something like that. Not September, probably at the end of the year, right? Summer updates is the end of the year. Detailed calculation of the reward in the mission results windows as well as in the private message window after the battle ends. This is probably the next major update. They mean probably the September update and not this one. But yeah, so more reward, basically detailed stuff on the mission results calculations, right? So changes in the progression of research points. So right now we're going to have the full changes to the Silver Lions, but in the RP, it will take a little bit more time. So the lowered in RP for the rank 6 and 7 aircraft, for example, and basically the amount of groupings or folding vehicles will be increased with the decreasing of the required research points for them, about 50% they say. So yeah, pretty cool. So it's going to take a little bit, but yeah. Skill bonuses RP. So if you get a lot of kills, you get extra RP, so 9 kills, for example, 50% more. Next major update, probably in September. Detailed calculation of the reward in the mission results window, as well as in the private messages after the battle ends, in the next major update, probably in September. Research bonuses for the new nations. I already, cover that, but basically it will mean that depending on the nation that you have, if you're going to research a second nation, a third nation, and you already have, for example, a rank 5 of the US, and you have a top vehicle for the rank 5, you will be added as a top vehicle for that rank, you will get a bonus, basically a bonus, RP boost on the other nations to actually incentivize you to actually research all, basically other nations, right? So 4th update of the year, so October and November. This is a very interesting one and really excited about this one actually. Revision to the naval progression, next major, or maybe October, November, Other progression updates. So these are very, very big, okay? So these are always, they are all going to be added in the update of June. So this is a big change, okay, guys? First of all, FPE. FPE for ground and naval vehicles. It will basically have free, FPE. Free FPE and parts. Free FPE and parts. Yeah, you remember that video, right? So basically, we got the free FPE and parts. So basically, now you will have a default one, a single user, single use, basically, and then you have to get the the improved one that will get more stuff. So for example, in the FPE, you get one single-use fire extinguisher from the get-go, apparently, and then after you research the module, you will be able to extinguish the fire twice. So once it's stock once, and when it's upgraded twice. This will be the thing with the naval as well. For parts, it's a little bit different. So it's basically going to work as the same as the arcade battles repair mechanics. So if you don't have the tool sets or the parts on that vehicle, it will basically repair to a working condition, but it will not be the best thing ever, right? It will work on a 50% kind of situation, or it's more than that, but still, the engine will have a less power, for example. The tracks will not be the greatest thing ever. The cannon might miss some targets, so it will be basically like that. But at least you will have the parts, free parts, right? And then the most, oh my God, this is a very good thing. So standard countermeasures, so the normal flares, will be available immediately after you get the aircraft. So if you want chaff, or mixed, improved flares, anything like that, flare priority, or even the ball pods or something like that, chaff pods and stuff, you will need to actually research it. But at least for the aircraft that had it in real life, the flares from the original stuff, you will get at least some flares at the get-go stock. So FPE and parts free, and at least flares free as well. So very, 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 very good. Mission point rewards for repair and fire extinguishing assists of allies. So this should be a thing like from the get-go. I mean, I don't understand why they didn't add this. Summer updates. So this is the good part, is about that this thing is actually coming this June, right? This is a very, very interesting one. Helicopter research progression by playing ground vehicles, sorry. A player will be able to select either tank or a helicopter to channel the research points in the ground battle. So you will basically, drive a T-80 and you will be able to research a K-52. That's very interesting because the grind in helicopters is pretty problematic, right? So yeah, really, really interesting thing. Addition of limited list of battle tasks and battle pass tasks to existing aviation simulator battles, and also for ground simulator battles. So this, very, very interesting. Next major update, they're probably going to talk more about this, but I mean, just a very, very good change. Everybody complains, that plays simulator complains about that. So yeah, keeping progress of the daily logging rewards in the PC version by collecting daily rewards in War Thunder Mobile. So in the next major update, you will be able to do that as well. Matchmaking. So night battles are temporarily disabled for now, for the La Royale major update. In the future, they will be optionally enabled. So yeah, I don't know how they will implement this. Maybe just a button that you click and then you have the night battles or not. But yeah, next major update. Changing the match settings for high rank battles in order to collect more complete battles at a cost of minimal increase in waiting time. So yeah, we already talked about this. It's the increased in the tanks and stuff, and the battles of tanks and the numbers of players and stuff. So yeah, Display of BR ranges in the map filter, very interesting, be added right now. A revision of the set of maps available to piston and jet aircraft for more eventful battles, transferring some of the larger maps to higher BRs. This is very important and very good. Yes, we need more stuff like this, so thanks Gaijin for this. Improving the balance of late Cold War era vehicles when the homogeneous steel and full caliber shells to APDS, ATGM, gun stabilizer, etc. So it's very weird English, or my brain is not processing what is happening here. But just improving balancing on late Cold War vehicles by changing, by changing the BR of certain vehicles, yes. So yeah. Location and missions. Let's go, guys. We gotta go through all of these before we end the video. It's a lot of things, so just, wait, stay with me, and let's go. Locations and missions. Strike UAV move to higher ranks. So 10.7 right now in the La Royale. So yeah, very, very good. Hydroplane respawn points move it to the map center, allowing them to spawn more over the friendly airfield. Okay. Reduction of the effectiveness of AI anti-aircraft guns located on fields and convoys in all aircraft modes. Okay, pretty cool. Special winter trees for winter versions of locations, and fixing issues with bushes and shot through or after a collision. So yeah, all of these added to the La Royale update, right? Location, Poland. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna mention too much. You can pause it and take a look. Many changes will be added to these maps, due to the feedback that the players had. I mean, we will need to wait to actually see and properly take a look on the changes that they are. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it, because we need to wait and see what will be those changes, right? Massive revisions of asset collisions in ground vehicles locations in order to get rid of the inconsistencies of visual and physical modules. Okay, pretty good. All of these changes will be in the summer updates, as you see. Improvement of jungles by reducing the number of positions camouflaged by vegetation, which will improve visibility and reduce the number of shots from ambushes. So yeah, next major update, probably in September. Gameplay refinement of the damage model for small caliber heat rounds. Fragments of the shaped charge jet along the flight axis will be capable of inflicting damage to the crew in the dimension of the fighting compartment of any tank if they are not stopped by a more massive obstacle. So yeah, interesting. Just overall more realism, right? Improved indication for respawn protections. They basically say that they are going to add more ways for you to know where the shot is coming from, and also to let the shooter know that the target has spawn protection, which is kind of odd that they are going to do that, but still. Finalization of the mechanics of the commander sights in tanks, adding a short delay to the hunter-killer mechanics. Yeah, I mean, makes sense, right? The ability, I mean, you can kind of exploit this right now. The ability to accept an apology for a team kill. When accepting an apology, the apologizing player is not awarded penalty points by the to be kicked or something like that. So yeah, next major update. Already talked about this. Destructible 3D decorations will be able to be shoot down, Next major. They basically, here it's kind of weird. Reworking of network logic to solve one of the problems of ghost shells, disappearing shells, the favorite killer mechanic. In the case of a small difference in time within the player's ping, limited, for example, by 120 milliseconds, between receiving damage, blocking their shot on the server and the player's own shot, we consider that the player managed to shoot. At the moment the player sees the shot, which did not happen on the server, and believes that the shots disappear. So yeah, they're working on that. Refinement of the tank and landscape collision solver in order to fix situations where a tank, yeah, they already talked about this, when the tank is flipped and you cannot turn it over. Improved target hit alerts in aircraft battles for an air target that is considered shot down under current conditions, but still has the ability to hit its offender. Or if there are munitions on fire, we are going to add a delay on reporting the frag, so that the players actually know that it's actually flying and killing everybody, right? Possibly blocking the control of the shot aircraft after some time. They will consider that. This is more due to like the K-52, for example, that loses the tail and it's considered that, but it can kill everything for a short period of time. So yeah, Others, making it easier to report hate speech and stuff. Yeah, this is always good to have, especially with the changes that they had in naming and stuff that got some weird stuff. For your convenience, we can also find the above mentioned topics presented in the planet timeline. So yeah, as you see, all the changes here for the La Royale, as you see. So for the matchmaking, night battles, you know, fighting, nothing too crazy because these were changes that were going to be happening before, I think, even the economic backlash, right? But these are the main changes that, due to that backlash, happened. So yeah, free FPE and parts, obviously, you know, revision of the use and obtaining of the fire prevention equipment, repairs. So yeah, this is very, very important. Decrease in the repair cost, increase in the rewards, calculation with the Silver Lions for BRs and stuff, and the matchmaking a little bit different with the maps and stuff for air. So these 3 little changes that they are going to do already change the game completely. So yeah, very, very cool. For the summers, of course, things continue to be better, especially on this. I mean, changes to the progression of RP, you know, just be a lower RP count for a lot of the aircraft and vehicles in general, right? More changes to Silver Lions, more improvements to premiums, more improvements to matchmakings. Yeah, some other minor things like this. Early autumn, as you see. So next patch, right? Basically on September. So these were going to be the changes planned to be on September, as you see. Very cool. And then the 4th update of the year, I mean, it's just going to continue, obviously. They even say at the start that they plan to do more these type of thing. So yeah, very, very good, guys. Big changes. I know a lot of people will still have some problems with it, and it's fine. Go there and leave your feedback. But I already think that these are very, very good changes. At least on the way that they're explaining, it feels like a very, 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 very good change. I love it, and hopefully they continue to do these changes. They are hearing us, I think. It feels like they are. So let's see until the end of June if we can see the actual changes. And yeah, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye, guys. See you.